Thank you, world. Great to be here. I want to talk about entrepreneurship today, obviously with this short period of time, and so I'm humbled. And actually, that's where I'll start. I think about entrepreneurship a lot. So ironically, I caught a very interesting era of entrepreneurship, and I have a very interesting relationship with entrepreneurship. One, if you kind of look at those 50 or 60 years back, probably the time I went to school was the lowest grade of entrepreneurship being optional. And number two, I was born in Belarus in the former Soviet Union, so I was literally born in the most anti-entrepreneurial place. And so for me, in these contradictions of like my upbringing and how I got to this stage today, is really how I think about entrepreneurship in general. It's stunning to me how much you have to pull from opposite ends to really be successful. Now, let me ground this because I have the humility to understand who's in this room today. So this is one guy's point of view, one dude's point of view on the landscape of what has separated what I think has worked for me, and more importantly, of the over 100 companies I've bet on, of the thousands of people I've watched carefully. Like, what has been the difference? And ironically, it's a lot of themes that are surprising to me. So first of all, if you ask me what the core personality trait of somebody that's winning in entrepreneurship today, to me it's humility. To me it's understanding that the market is always right. For me, I basically never believe in my own bullshit. All I'm trying to do is pay attention to what you guys care about, the target audience, and I try to reverse engineer that at scale. I'm surprised by how many people over-ego their point of view and their lack of understanding of what's happening in the audience, in the target audience, and more importantly, their inability, and it's stunning, if I leave you with anything today, I do believe the people that will win here are the ones that understand, regardless of what the playing field or the world looks like right this second, by the time your business is operating or successful, the ground is going to move. And I think we can all agree it's moving much faster than it ever has before as we transition to a full-fledged internet society. Don't forget the consumer web really started around 1995 when Windows 95 put non-nerds on the platform. And so we're only about 20 years into this platform. And I would argue that one of the things that I've seen really start to work is people changing their friend graph. One of the things that has been fascinating to me is how do you manipulate something you weren't luxury of being brought up with? And so really auditing those 10 to 15 people that you spend time with is an extraordinary way for you to adjust the reality of what you came up with. And so there's a couple things that really stand out, but the thing I just ranted on, if you could just fundamentally audit your circle, it is stunning on how much of an impact that actually has on where you're going. Like if you consume my content, 98% of my content is focused on people that are complaining. And so for me, if you're complaining that you hate your job or your business is not doing well, you know, I don't think it's impractical to debate work ethic. I feel like it's one of the most controllable things. You know, like we were all born with our talents, right? We all have them. But work ethic feels so much more controllable than so many other variables in what makes something successful, which is a stunning amount of the people that are winning in our game really just focus solely on their strengths. You know, we live in a society where we're sold and told to really fix our shortcomings. Yet, I have watched so many people succeed by going all in, pot committed on the things that come natural to them and what they love, and then surround and close the gaps on their insecurities or inabilities. And so one of the things that I'm very passionate about is betting on your strengths. For me, I like communicating with people. There's a lot of things I'm not good at. I can't spell for shit, right? I'm not overly passionate about my short-term economics, which I think is a strength, but many view as a weakness. But I do think self-awareness is super, super important. Thank you.